Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be messing with a couple things with a little bit of an air leak and doing a temporary fix on that so we can move the truck so we can get into the next phase of what's going to be happening with the body here on the back, and let you know what the decision I've made to move forward with how we're going to fix the back end. So what went on the other day was that I found that air was leaking from these two sending units right here. These are the two right hand and left hand sensors for the low air pressure, and I figured, well, since one of them's leaking and they're side by side up underneath the dashboard, it'd probably be better to change them both out. But now I'm finding that these are a little bit more difficult to come across than just a regular part, being with the age of the truck as it is and parts availability. So right now I'm going to temporarily put in a couple plugs so I can start the truck and move it, and then start with the next part of the project. As you can see here, what I did was I made an impromptu creeper of sorts to be able to get myself up underneath the dashboard and take a look at, find out what was leaking and where it was leaking. These pictures here show where the two sending units were way up underneath the dash, and I figured it was much easier to be able to change these two out here at the house now than on the side of the road in some rest area at 2 o'clock in the morning. The next thing I did was take out the old valve for draining the tank on the truck and installed an air fitting and valve to be able to hook up to shop air. This made draining the air pressure and then bringing it back up to pressure much quicker and much simpler. The way this truck body was mounted, these plates right here, there's 6 on each side. So what I'm going to end up doing is cutting through right here and using the fact that the air suspension is up, and then I can cut these, then drop the air suspension, and then be able to pull out from underneath it by putting some dunnage underneath the back of the body and picking the front up with the skid steer. All in all, everything went rather smoothly, with the truck and I both making it through the day with no major calamities. The plan going forward is to clean and check all the systems of the truck, and this starts with a good cleaning, to be able to check for any damage or parts that are worn and in need of repair. I was able to purchase a truck body that has FRP type construction, and I feel that this will be a good starting point for a well sealed up body for the RV part of the truck. I'll be using some of the tubing from the old body for the construction of the RV and the lower boxes, which will contain the black and gray tanks and also the diesel powered generator. As I continue to clean on the truck, I'm finding no major problems, just items that need to have some attention from the time the truck sat still. One of the worst things that can hurt components of any type of vehicle or piece of equipment is that it sits and doesn't get used. The air ride suspension will need new bags, and I'll be installing new lines and fittings. Nothing worse than mystery air leaks, and also wiring will be gone through, as bad grounds can wreak havoc with intermittent gremlins. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Feel free to comment below with any suggestions or ideas. And if you're an enthusiast of the Ford LTL 9000, I'm looking for contacts for parts and information that will help with the progression of this project. Also, anyone with knowledge of the Cummins 444 engine, I'd like to hear any thoughts you might have on this particular diesel. Can't have enough friends in this world, I always say. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button below, as it really helps out the channel and it won't cost you a dime. Till next time, have at it.